these things are great things you're doing for your customers to market their homes. What else is on your list that you think is so critical?
Sure. There's a few other things. Number one, there's something that just came out. I can't recall the company name, but my next listing, I'm using it. And it's a virtual tour where you pull yourself through the house. And again, it's not it's not a large fee. Let's just put it that way. But it's so interactive, and it's in HD, and you navigate the property, and it's like you were in there. And it's just so well done. I was blown away when I saw this. So when the consumer is looking online, not only will they have professional photography, but before they even walked in your home, they will literally know your home. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
I've seen some of the basic home tour, but this sounds like a way step above that.
I've never seen anything like this. Awesome. It is just fantastic.
All right. Well, we're going to look forward to seeing that on your next listing.
Yeah. And the other part is depending on the property. I mean, if it's a $300,000-$400,000 condo that's in a complex, you don't necessarily need drone photography or things like that. But if I'm showcasing a property for you that's like 7, 8, 900, $1 million, it could even be 600,000. It just all depends on what the property has. But a lot of people do not even spend the money on drone photography, and it's a little bit more expensive to do that. But again, the price point reflects what you're going to invest, because you may need to for the next level of marketing. What I wanted to touch on, though, is if you start adding up all these expenses, okay, and this is what separates the professional from somebody that just has a real estate license. Every time I take on a purchaser, there's an expense, whether the purchaser spends any money with me or not, because they're not obligated to pay me a nickel. The seller pays for it. But all the time, my assistant, everything that got them there, how we maintain them, how we manage them, I'm spending money on my business. This is a business. With the sellers, as soon as I sign a listing contract, and again, I don't need to express how much I'm spending, but the reality is it's in the 4-figure mark as soon as I walk out that door, because I'm a business. And you can look at something that's marketed online, or you can go to Target and buy their brand, and it's never been marketed, and therefore you can buy a pair of shoes. Like my wife bought my son 2 pairs of shoes for what, $20? You how many pairs of Nikes can you buy for $20? It's impossible.
Right. But how long are those shoes going to last? And
exactly.
You get the value out of that purchase.
Right.
Exactly.
So when you spend money like a business, and you expose yourself like a business, and you teach, and you get coached, and you mentor, and you act as a business, all of that, there's personal time, there's dollar investment, there's all these things that go into running a business, such as yourself. You run a team, and you have a radio show. You're spending money to expose not just yourself and your professionalism, but the people that sit on your show. And how many people do that? What's the percentage?
Very small.
Exactly.
They're very small. And it's a whole nother show to talk about why it's so important to have a professional like you versus a discount broker.
Yeah.
Or to try to sell it yourself.